with coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today in HD.
3 shootings, 3 victims, including a teenage girl. Tim Pham has a live update on the latest string of shootings.
Well, one Bradley County teenager saw something strange happening and stepped in to help. We'll have the latest on what ended up being a deadly fire. At 6:30, let us say good morning, Tennessee Valley. So glad you're tuned in to Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today. I'm Latrice Curry.
And I'm John Martin. Today is Monday, October 17th, 2016. We're going to check in with David Carnes for a look at today's forecast in just a minute. But first, you are what you tweet, apparently. We'll have a look. That's nice. We'll have a look at your Twitter account and what that says about your health coming up in just a little bit.
No, you certainly will not have a look at my Twitter.
Mine says that, yes, I needed some coffee to start my week and get back into the swing of things this morning. So happy to be here on this Monday morning, help everyone start their week.
I can't imagine any food-related item I've ever tweeted ever.
The Double Down from KFC. The one with the chicken.
Is that the fat-free, low-gluten?
It's the one where the buns are made from fried chicken.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, the Whopperito. Yeah.
The Double Down, it's I usually get the triple bypass.
Oh, okay, right.
It's one step.
Which comes right after the Double Down.
And a side of cardiac fries,
yes.
Absolutely.
Quick look outside. It's a nice start to your Monday. Come on, get out there and enjoy it. We'll break it down for you coming up in just a moment.
All right, David, thank you very much. Developing this morning, Chattanooga police are investigating a string of shootings over the weekend.
Well, a total of 3 people, including a young girl, were taken to the hospital with injuries. For more on this, let's go live now and check in with Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pham. Good morning, Tim.
Well, good morning to you. It was another violent fall break here in Chattanooga. Last year, 5 people were shot during this same time period. This time, 3 people were shot just on Sunday alone. One of those victims is still in critical condition here at Erlanger. Details are very limited at this time, but here's what we know about the latest shooting that happened last night. We're still working again to learn more details, but Chattanooga police confirmed that a girl was taken to the hospital and is listed in critical condition. Police say the girl was shot in the shoulder. Now police are hoping that anyone who saw this incident to give them a call, and CPD says they can remain anonymous. Also, earlier Sunday night, a man was shot in a separate incident around 7:45 on West 38th Street in Chattanooga. Police say 26-year-old Anthony Sherrard was shot in the arm. He was also taken to hospital and is expected to be okay. Officers aren't sure who shot him, but they're following some leads about the suspect's car. In a separate shooting earlier Sunday around 12:30 in the afternoon, another person was shot on Moss Drive. Officers tell us 22-year-old Darius Hurd was shot in the leg. He's also expected to be okay. Right now, police aren't sure who shot him as well, but they say that the person was driving a white crossover type SUV. Chief Fletcher said on Monday in a press conference that they were stepping up patrols in response to last year's numbers of shootings during fall break. Also, we're learning that all of these shootings happen within about a mile radius of each other, but it's not clear if they're related. We hope to learn more information throughout the day, and of course, we'll update you on WRCBTV.com and on our evening shows later tonight. Reporting live in Chattanooga, Tim Pham, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Tim, thank you for that live report. 4 Alabama police officers are recovering this morning after a standoff turned violent. Officials say Demetria Griffin was walking in Moulton, that's southwest of Huntsville, Alabama, when police approached him. They say Griffin became aggressive as time passed. Authorities say officers chased Griffin until he ran and locked himself in a patrol vehicle where he remained in a standoff for more than 2 hours. They say Griffin finally got out of the vehicle with a knife, and that's when officers tased him. No formal charges have been filed at this time.
A local Republican office near Raleigh, North Carolina was targeted by vandals on Saturday night.
Authorities say a bottle filled with a flammable substance was thrown through a window at the Orange County GOP headquarters and burned the interior and some furniture. Vandals also spray painted graffiti, including a swastika on the side of the business adjacent to the headquarters. North Carolina GOP leaders have requested extra security after the incident. That office, though, will reopen today.
Well, investigators have released the names of those involved in Saturday's deadly crash on I-75 in Athens. Tennessee Highway Patrol says 30-year-old John Zollinger from Pennsylvania was killed in that crash. State troopers say that Zollinger was parked on the side of the road when the tractor trailer driven by 66-year-old Alan Harris went off the road and hit the pickup. After the crash, the two vehicles caught fire. Zollinger was pulled from the wreckage but died from his injuries. Harris was airlifted to UT Medical Center. Charges are pending in this case. Well, this morning we are still waiting to learn the name of a woman killed in a Bradley County house fire.
It happened over the weekend near Bates Pike and Carey Street. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Herron is tracking the developments this morning and introduces us to a teen who called for help. Michelle, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. 17-year-old Ashton Dunn, he's a junior at Cleveland High School, and he actually happened to be in the area when that happened. He said he was dropping off some friends when he just noticed that something wasn't right. Take a look at this cell phone video. This was shot by someone in the area, and this is actually what Dunn saw moments before he called 911. He even got out of the car and started banging on the door just in case someone was inside of that burning home, and it turns out someone was. When crews got there, they found the body of a woman inside. Investigators with TBI and the bomb squad are now working to figure out what caused that fire.
Just prayers towards their family, hope that their family's okay. I did the best I could to try to help the situation.
Investigators have not released that woman's name, but we do know that her body was taken to Knoxville to the forensic center there for an autopsy, and that's also, will they'll positively identify her. And they should release more information in the coming days. They still obviously are trying to figure out what caused that fire, and as soon as we learn more, we'll be sure to pass it along to you. But it's a tragic situation, and obviously there is a family out there that's grieving this morning.
And our thoughts are with them. Thanks so much, Michelle.
What we post on social media reflects who we are, but Americans' comments about food on Twitter may reflect our health.
Yeah, researchers looked at 4 million food-related tweets over the course of 1 year. They found tweets from poor neighborhoods and areas with large households were less likely to mention healthy foods, and places with more tweets about physical activity had fewer deaths and lower obesity rates. Coffee was the most tweeted food, followed by beer and pizza. Well, coming up on Channel 3 Eyewitness News today, we're going to have a look at your top business headlines as we head out to Wall Street.
But first, here's a look at what's coming up on the Today Show.
Good morning. Looking to the week ahead, it is going to be all about the third and final debate. What will that topic be like? What Donald Trump shows up? Will more accusers come out? Will he use the debate to go after accusers, or does he find a way to pivot and focus on Secretary Clinton? What does she do? At the second debate, she sort of held back. She didn't go after Trump as aggressively as she did in the first debate. Will that change with the third and final showdown? It's going to be a wild week, just like last one. We'll have a lot more coverage coming up on Today.
And welcome back to Channel 3 Eyewitness News today. It's great outside as we start a new week. 60 in Chattanooga, 58 Cleveland, and 48 degrees in Murphy, North Carolina. Right now for your up-to-date traffic, we're going to head over to John Martin. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, David. Thank you very much for that as we take a look outside at your morning commute on this Monday morning. This is 24 at the Georgia line. As you can see, cars moving on the highways and byways there at posted speeds. No incidents reported on the TDOT SmartWay network to slow you down. In Meigs County, though, crews are continuing to resurface Old State Route 30 from Cottonport Road to West Memorial Drive. There's going to be some lane closures from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but at least one travel lane will remain open at all times. Watch out for workers, obviously assisting with traffic flow. This project should be complete next month. Now let's head to Latrice for a look at today's business headlines.
All right, thanks so much there, John. Time now to get down to business. Tesla pushing back a big announcement. And just how common are tattoos in the workplace? You have one, John?
No, gosh. There's no
Carnes? No? Okay. Well, CNBC's Landon Dowdy has a look at the day ahead in your business news.
Good morning, I'm Landon Dowdy at CNBC headquarters. A new week on Wall Street and stocks could start off on a down note. You want to look for data today on industrial production, and we have a full week of earnings ahead with Bank of America and Netflix reporting today. On Friday, the Dow closing down 39 points to 18,138. The Nasdaq up just 1 point to 52.14. Both markets ended lower last week for the second week in a row. And that bastion of financial reporting, the Financial Times, is out with a warning this morning. Keep your tats covered up at work. The newspaper says 32% of 18 to 44-year-olds in the U.S. have at least one tattoo somewhere, but it says that they don't always go down well at the office, and the paper warns that HR is watching you. And how's this for a big letdown? Elon Musk promised us all that he would unveil a new unexpected product today, and it caused a lot of excitement. However, the clean energy and space entrepreneur has put it off until Wednesday now. He says he needs more time. With your CNBC Morning Business Report, I'm Landon Dowdy.
Well, do you have a tattoo?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
I have freckles.
Those are your
And it doesn't.
signs and symbols.
Yes, that's
Your marks.
nice. Time 6:46 coming up on Eyewitness News Today. Early voting begins this week. We'll have some of your voting locations in just a bit.
Plus, a scary crash in Florida, but thankfully, Good Samaritans and police officers stepped in to rescue the driver. We'll have that in just a bit.
Welcome back. In international news, Iraq's prime minister announced today the start of a military offensive to take back the northern city of Mosul from ISIS forces. Troops and equipment have been massing for the assault. Iraq's military will take the lead. U.S. forces will provide airstrikes and artillery before the offensive. ISIS set fire to oil wells near Mosul in an act of retaliation.
Decision 2016, now Donald Trump back on the campaign trail this week while Hillary Clinton is prepping for the final debate. Trump has stepped up his calls that this election process is rigged. Governor Mike Pence, his running mate, accused reporters of ignoring the Clinton campaign emails that have been leaked as well as hacked. Senator Tim Kaine, Clinton's running mate, says the hacked emails can't be taken as fact. All right, speaking of elections, early voting starts today in Georgia and later this week in Tennessee. The Volunteer States early voting runs from this Wednesday, October 19th until Thursday, November the 3rd. In Hamilton County, 4 locations where you can go and cast your vote early: the Brainerd Rec Center, Eastwood Baptist Church, North River Civic Center, and the Election Commission office. And in Bradley County, there are 3 locations to vote early: Bradley Square Mall, Bradley County Election Commission, and the Food City on McGrady Drive. Well, the dramatic rescue of a driver after his car catches on fire along a Florida highway is caught on cell phone video.
Yeah, take a look at this. It shows Palm Bay police officers and several bystanders creating a human chain to rescue the driver. Police say it was a 2-car crash and one vehicle went off the road and over an embankment, eventually catching on fire. The driver was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. No other injuries were reported. Goodness gracious.
What a scene there.
Yeah. Well, 6:52 coming up on Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today. Your top local headlines and one more check of the highways on your commute before you head out the door.
And David will be here with a look at your forecast, talking about what record temperatures maybe, and could we see some rain?
Channel 3 Eyewitness Traffic is brought to you by CHI Memorial. CHI Memorial supports prostate health and encourages you to get a wellness check today. To find a physician near you, visit chimemorialmedicalgroup.org.
Hey, welcome back. Good Monday morning. You're watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News Today. The time is 6:55. Hey, look, 75 at Ringgold Road. There are vehicles moving a little bit slower than usual, but still nothing on the TDOT SmartWay network showing any incidents on the highways or byways that are going to slow you down this morning. Bradley County, they're paving US 11 bypass, also known as State Route 2, from 25th Street to Paul Huff Parkway. For the next few nights, they'll be resurfacing the road from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Watch out for crew members directing traffic. They estimate this project should be done by next month. Now let's take a look at the forecast with meteorologist David Carnes. Good morning, David.
John, and a very good morning to you. It is going to be warm today. Next few days, we're going to have temperatures 10 to 20 degrees above average. We clear out on Saturday, lows in the 40s, highs in the low 70s. As we move through the weekend, perfect fall weather. Finally, we get some rain, get some cooler weather. The firefighters love it. We love it.
Yes.
All around, it's a good thing.
All right, thanks so much, David.
Yep.
Now for a recap of your top stories of the morning. It was a busy weekend for Chattanooga police as they investigated several shootings that sent 3 people to the hospital. The latest happened around 10:50 Sunday night on Kirkland Avenue. Details are limited, but we've learned a teenage girl was taken to the hospital in critical condition. She was shot in the shoulder. Chattanooga police are asking anyone who saw this incident to give them a call. And this morning, investigators trying to identify a woman killed in a Bradley County house fire. That fire started over the weekend near Bates Pike and Carey Street. A woman's body was found inside that home. Investigators are now working to figure out what caused the fire.
Last December, Dolly Parton's coat of many colors delighted millions with an account of her childhood.
Yeah, well, this November, Dolly Parton will bring us Christmas in Many Colors, and it will air here on NBC in a sequel. The Partons face a devastating event that challenges them. The new movie will air November 30th right here on Channel 3 at 9 p.m.
All right.
Looking forward to that.
Set your VCR.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, a big thanks to everyone behind the scenes. That's going to do it for us.
Yeah, the Today Show starts right about